The Immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm discussing why now is the time to jump in and collect the Wii U. I have been collecting seriously the Wii U since its launch, but really I have started to seriously collect it now. In this video I'm going to discuss why I think that is, helpful hints for you, and reasons why I think the Wii U is a great system to collect for. Anyways, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. There is about 160 titles, if you don't consider variations, for the Wii U. Now, it has a lot of great games on it. It has these cool collectibles, mainly released by Nintendo. They are fun. They include amiibos, and some of them are very hard to get. I have some of the more common ones. My favorite is Super Smash Brothers, and it's really a sweet package there. Now, also, you know, the Wii U library had many great first-party titles. I've been collecting it since it came out. I actually didn't understand what it was when it first came out. I thought it was an enhanced Wii, but it wasn't. And you know, as time goes on, every now and then I'll go to a store and I'll just search for Wii U games. Also, Xenoblade Chronicles, one of the cooler collectibles for the console. The Wii U's library is robust and includes lots of things, a lot of kids games, and several games that have been ported. There are a few that haven't been, but I think it's got a great library and it is worth collecting for, especially now. Definitely worth checking out, and I'm going to explain why. One thing I noticed when pursuing a Wii U collection is that there are many sealed Wii U games still available and affordable. Now, if you've played any amount on the Wii U and opened a case back and forth, you'll notice that Wii U game cases are pretty fragile. It's easy to puncture holes in them, and so it might be worth it to you to pursue a sealed copy of the game. You know, I found many of the games on eBay and at local stores where I did find them fairly affordable. I recently came back from Game On Expo and there were some sealed games there, and the prices weren't that much more, or they were the same as an open copy. The games in these picture here are the sealed copies of games that I have in my collection. I don't pursue sealed copy games, but they were the same price as open, so why not get a brand new copy of a game? Now, it is true that the majority of the Wii U library has been ported to the Nintendo Switch. It's also true that there are some great games that haven't made it over yet. And the 4 games in this picture are games that haven't been ported yet, and they are worth checking out. Wonderful 101, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Pikmin 3, and of course Super Mario 3D World. I can't emphasize how awesome Super Mario 3D World is. It's actually my son's favorite game on the console. It's got multiplayer. It's amazing. I highly encourage, if you're a Mario fan, to check it out. It's definitely probably one of the highlights of the Wii U library, and it's worth going back and playing it. Graphics are amazing. Thumbs up for me. I would say one of the major advantages of still playing on a Wii U is its backwards compatibility with Wii games. Now, I know what you're going to say. A lot of you out there may think that a lot of the Wii library is not great, and I'm not going to disagree with you, but that top 5%, the top 5%, a lot of Nintendo's first-party titles are still amazing, and they look great playing through the Wii U. You know, it's easy connection to an HD TV, and it's a simple way of playing some classics. The other thing is if you collect for the Wii U, you can pick up Wii games really cheap as well. Now, these are some of my favorites that I still play, and some games that I revisit from time to time. These are the games, I think, and the way I play is through my Wii U. It's an easy way to enjoy Nintendo's previous console that sold very well. If you're into high-end collectibles, getting a complete in-box Wii U console is for you. Now, these are getting harder to find, especially in great shape or new. The console didn't sell well. A little bit over 13 million worldwide. That is terrible. That is why you don't see them everywhere. The good news is, right now, you can get a loose system with everything you need to play, including the tablet, fairly cheap, you know, under 150 or less. I've seen them go for that at expos. I've seen them go for that on eBay. It all depends what part of the season you're searching, as well as availability. So I highly recommend pursuing hardware for the Wii U now, of all things, because this is not going to be easier to find down the road. One kind of cool thing is, because of digital downloads, there's also neat surprises when you pick up a hardware and find what's on it. The strength of the Wii U library is the first party titles, and even though there was not many in the game library, a majority of them were pretty decent. The first party titles in this picture are the ones that I still play. I still hook up and play my Wii U, as well as being Nintendo collectibles. You know, this is a failed console, and even though several of these have been ported to the Switch, I still think it's cool to have these on the Wii U to say, you know what, actually this game came out on the Wii U first. A lot of people later on may not realize that the majority of the Switch first party games originated on the Wii U, and it's kind of neat to go back and play these on the original console that they were made for. Another great feature for the Wii U is Amiibo support, and I know there are a lot of Amiibo collectors out there. You know, these little tiny toy statues are well detailed, and there's a ton of them, and the majority of them are awesome and compatible with the Wii U console. You know, honestly speaking, I wish they did more with Amiibos, but for games such as Super Smash Brothers, there are a ton of these that are compatible. I actually use most of my Amiibos for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where you can get additional weapons and items. So I think it's cool that it's compatible with Amiibos, and I use them. Another great thing about the Wii U console is that it still looks and plays great. I still bring my Wii U console to holiday functions and play with family members. You know, Super Smash Brothers is still very popular, and you know what? Most people aren't gonna say, you know what, I don't like playing this because the graphics are terrible. The truth is, the console's not that old. The graphics haven't aged that much. And you know, there are slight differences between the Wii U and the Switch versions of games, but for some people, it may not matter. And the Wii U version is often going to be a lot cheaper. You know, good example, I went hunting for Super Smash Brothers to get a replacement copy for my version because it was messed up. The case was jacked, and it was only 20 bucks. But you know, it looks great. It looks great on an HD TV, and if that's the way you like to play on a large screen, the Wii U console is a great way to play first-party Nintendo games and more with awesome graphics. Highly recommend it. So there are my reasons why I think now is the time to jump in and start collecting the Wii U. It's a failed console. It's not going to come back. It's going to slowly leave physical retail areas and be gone. It's just going to be harder the longer you wait moving forward. I think the prices are pretty good right now, and there's a little bit everywhere. You're not going to find this in abundance, and if you do, I would encourage you to pick it up if you want to collect it. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for the ongoing support for my channel. It is most appreciated. I have fun doing these videos, and I love collecting for the Wii U. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is the Immortal John Hancock. You take care.